What is a linter? Linter is any tool which helps you in analyzing your code, which will vet your code, lint your code, and try to make the quality of the code much better. Linter is any application which also helps you in validating your code and finding out if there is any syntax error there is or not. So lint or linter is actually a word which started from C programming languages. So but we will not be going into the C languages. I will be discussing about a very interesting linter attached with the Terraform known as Tflint. So Tflint is a linter, additional plugin which can be attached with the Terraform, which helps you in analyzing the quality of your code, which tells you any typo errors, any syntax error, which even the Terraform validate is not able to show you. So it's an amazing tool, and you should use Tflint whenever you are doing any Terraform configurations. And the best part about the Tflint is that it is freely available as usual, and you can use it along with your CI/CD pipelines. So let's start understanding. I'm going to give you a very small, a small demo, and an interesting demo of showing you the capabilities of the Tflint, which is a linter. So this is the machine where I'm going to show you a demo for the linter, Tflint. So this is a Terraform configuration directory. I've got some files there. We'll be majorly focusing on this file, multi-tf. So if I open this, I am using a multiple instances of a provider. So what I do now, let's suppose I intentionally does some changes here. Let's suppose I change the instance type of T2XX micro. Now we know that we don't have this instance type with us. So if I save and come out, now see, even if I do a Terraform validate, here, it will not be able to find out that thing. It says, wow, it's all good. And if I do a Terraform plan will also show me the plan without showing any issues or any problems. So see, it's showing you, I know that one instance is good, right? T2 micro is good, but I had intentionally done, there is something wrong here. T2x.x micro, we don't have this. So even if you do a apply, it will start the things and then obviously will break in between, abort in between. I don't want that. See, it says, okay, I'm going to add two things. So it can be a nuisance whenever you are doing in the production. I canceled it. So now I don't want this. I want the Terraform linter, Tflint, to be coming into the picture. So what you have to do, very simple. So if you Google it, I click on the browser, and here if I go to GitHub, not the GitHub networknuts, just go to GitHub, and if I search here Terraform linter, right, search for Terraform linter, here it is, Terraform linter's Tflint. This is what I was telling you about. So just follow the instructions here. You can read a lot about it. I'm going to install it on Linux. So obviously the first thing which I'm going to do, see, Tflint is a framework which gives you these things. It finds possible errors like illegal instance type, the thing which I had done, right? Warn about anything which is deprecated, right? Unused things. So, right, so it enforces the best practices. So all I need to do is just copy this, because I'll be doing it on Linux. I copy this, I go to my instance here, right? That is my machine. I just paste it here. It is downloading it. Now it also gives me a warning that, hey, the Tflint, the linter, is not enabled. No problem. Again, go back there, right? So this is so there are another ways of doing all the things, like how can you do it on Mac, how can you do it on the Windows. So I'm not doing this, and it says if you are using
Amazon Web Services, Azure. So I will be using with the Amazon Web Services. I click here. So it's very easy. You just need to know it. And these are the things. So it says you can install the plugin by creating a file here. Okay, I need to create a file, right? .tflint.scl, and I need to put these lines. Bare minimum, I need to put these lines, and then I have to give tflint -- init. Okay, I copy this. I create a file .tflint.scl in my current directory, right? See here, right? So I go to my current location. This is the project. So I create a file .tflint.scl. I hope that's the file name. Yep, .tflint.scl. I go here, I paste the things here. That's all. So I had enabled the tflint for this project. Now I have to give a tflint -- init, or you can give -- help to get all the options here. See, init, language, format, right? You can convert the output in a specific format, right? Enable rule. So I just give here tflint -- init. I initialized it. It should give me a success thing that, yeah, right, it is, yeah. So it says the tflint, like your AWS, and the tflint is enabled here. What now? What now is that I will not be giving, now the tflint is enabled, right? And I've got a syntax error. Even if I give a Terraform validate, it won't show me anything. That is all you need to do for starting, at the starting level, right? If I give a Terraform apply, it won't show me anything. It will start doing the things, and we will be like aborting the infrastructure creation in between. So I give the command here. All I need to do is I give the command tflint. This tells me, see, that is the idea behind the linter. It is able to find out, because we had added the plugin of Amazon Web Services, right? So it is able to find out that, hey, we don't have this instance type on Amazon Web Services. So that is the idea and the benefit of using the linters, especially tflint. You must use it whenever you are using Terraform in the production, whether you are integrating it with your CI/CD pipelines, whatever you do, but you have to integrate it. So this is a very interesting linter. Use it, and I hope and feel free to share your feedback. Was it really helpful for you? And thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you very much. Take care. Godspeed.